So my next event is April the 27th, called With 'em Fans at Paint and Sip. Instead of painting canvases, we are painting fans and customizing our own fans. It's open bar. We have music. We have photo booths. We have a line dancing competition with a cash prize. We have hookah rentals and more. It's April the 27th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Tickets are $60, so get your tickets at artistmandy.com. And you can find more information about the event also on artistmandy.com and any of my other platforms. So yeah, I want to see y'all out there.
What you like and what you love and does it twice. Girl, why'd you have to lie? Then you look me straight in my eyes. Never thought you was the type. It never even crossed my mind. But I ain't tripping cause I'll survive.
Yo, what's up, man? Y'all know what it is. Your world, my opinion, man. Y'all know what it is.
What's up? We back.
What? You know what I'm saying? I got motherfucking B Rasta over here. Yo, what up?
What's happening?
Yeah, I got the bartender over here. You know,
All
T
right,
Rich.
Let's
You
go.
know what it is. Your world, my opinion, man. Got Honey J.
I'm back, y'all. What's
good?
up? We back with
As
another
always.
big one. I'm excited.
Man, yo, we got Mandy B. You know what I'm saying? Artist, mother, lover of life. Mandy B, go ahead and introduce yourself. Your world, my opinion.
Tell the people who you are.
Hi y'all, I'm just artist Mandy. I am an artist. I paint. Yeah.
Right.
She's so much more though.
And I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
You are from Charleston, downtown, born and raised, right?
Yeah.
And then eventually, I guess, moved up north, kind of went into your own lane, and then now came back to Charleston, reintroducing yourself as Mandy the artist, correct?
And, moved up north when I was young. That was like over 10 plus years. But I've been back home for like the last 10 years. So I wouldn't say I came back. And
So we do want to kind of, you know what I'm saying, we're not going to stay there long, but we want to kind of give the people a little background on who Mandy is, and then bring them up to the transition of who Mandy is today, who I've become a super fan of through my research. I'm not even going to lie. But so the transition up north, and you got started, I guess, as a host, a vixen, kind of got into, I guess, the entertainment industry, so to speak.
yeah, so I moved to New York when I was in my early 20s because while I stayed here, we don't have any kids. Just as a way to go, the modeling was not the reason I left. It's just something I ended up in. I had my fun in New York. I did a lot of things, and then I came back and became a mother.
So how was modeling introduced to you? And how did that opportunity present itself and for you to take that route?
The right places at the right time.
Right, and looking good.
And being polite. When you up there, people like Southern girls. They like soft spoken.
It's something
girls.
new, yeah.
They like, you know,
They do.
You go up there, you like, thank you, you're
Yeah,
welcome.
they do like that.
It makes them like you more, cause then the girls up there be like,
They hard.
yeah.
Like dudes.
They
They are.
They like to do
Wait,
it.
I ain't gonna say no. I ain't gonna do it. I got family. I ain't gonna be all like,
Your modeling opportunity came up north.
Yes.
okay.
Did you transition down here with the modeling opportunity, or when you came down here was something different?
I never really modeled down here.
Okay.
I did some things down here, but for the most part, it was all up north.
All right.
And so I did read that you were featured in Smooth Magazine. Congratulations. I thought that was super dope. What, issue 30, issue
I did
60?
Smooth twice. I did Straight
Twice.
Stunt, and I did Black Men, and then I did Dime Mag.
Gotcha. And I know she doesn't want to elaborate too much in that. We're not going to stay there long. But for the girlies who are looking to get into that industry, because it is so popular these days. At the end of the day, you know, it's a lot of unknowns, and we see all this stuff on TV. Any positives or negatives that you can give the girlies?
So when it was such a long time ago. So
Right.
when I did it, it was publications. We were getting paid to be in magazines. We were getting paid to host. And then when they started allowing, like when social media changed the game in the strip club and with the vixen thing, them girls actually, like towards the end of when I did it and they started up, them girls actually were paying to be in those because that was a way for them to market being a dancer and
Themselves
get
and
themselves
stuff,
out there.
Right.
So the strippers changed the modeling game. Like, I don't really feel like there's anything in it unless you're an Instagram model and you making money off of posts, because they basically strippers now.
Right.
I mean,
That's
but
good.
there's a lot of avenues right now for, with social media, to where if you can promote yourself without being in the scene. You know what I'm saying? Is that one of the things that, that wasn't there when you did it, or?
No, it was there when I was doing it. We just had like a level of respect for ourselves. It was doing that is already degrading enough.
Right.
But now it's super degrading in a way.
I
But
don't-
to each his
I'm
own.
shocked that you said
I don't feel like it's
yeah, I was
degrading.
a little shocked.
I don't feel like it's
Because behind the scenes, most photographers are men, perverted.
Okay.
Yeah, tell the truth. Please talk the
It's
truth.
still a line of sex work. You're still selling sex.
Right,
It's no different than anything else. You may not be physically selling pussy, but when you go on the magazines, you're signing your rights over. They got those pictures, and now they selling your pussy to everybody.
However they want to. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Spin it.
And
It's,
I've got weirdos. Oh, I used to jack off to you when I was in prison.
Right.
It's weird.
I mean, it ain't your fault that they got weirdos. You just, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't have a problem
When you
with
know
it.
better, you do better.
Right. I mean, I got 4 girls. So, and I definitely wouldn't want them to do that, but I don't mind them doing it if they're in control of the situation.
See, now
And that's what she's
it's
saying,
kind of
yeah.
more acceptable because we got like the Cardi B's
Right.
and we got
Yeah,
all
sex
these.
sells.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
like it's just
Sex sells.
everywhere you look, it's kind of like that. Back then, it wasn't like that. You wasn't even allowed to have phones in the strip clubs.
sure.
Like you
Right,
wasn't
right.
allowed to post. Like nobody knew what you did.
Did,
and
yeah.
even in those
It's out there
magazines, they wasn't seeing you naked unless they go and buy
buy
a
it.
$30 magazine.
Right.
Right. It's totally a different environment, and another question I think a lot of people know, like, how does it have an effect on relationships? And when you're trying to date someone seriously, and you know what I'm saying, like, how do you navigate those avenues?
I only ever been in one real relationship in my life, so I don't care.
I mean, one real, though. It been real. You know, it ain't
What's
shit.
that?
How much a person supposed to have? You know what I'm saying?
True.
No, I mean, like,
During that time, you not really focused on relationships.
my whole 20s was with one man.
Gotcha,
So
gotcha.
anything outside of him wasn't real. It was just fun.
Was that during
Yeah.
when you was?
Yeah.
And how did he deal with that?
Take it or leave it.
Take it, leave it. I know that's right. That's how I feel about it.
Right.
Right. It is what it is.
I mean, it was little hiccups and problems and stuff, but anybody in Charleston know, like, if any modeling job I did in Charleston, he was like right there, like
Right.
For sure. And that's a great thing. And then as far as I know, you said you did some hosting as well. How was it working? And as far as, like, I saw you said you did something with was it Big Flick T?
Oh yeah.
How is it working behind the scenes and things like that with different artists and getting to know different people? Have you had some great experiences?
Yeah, I had some. What, in Charleston or like
All over. Yeah. Not specifically. Like I'm not
It's just a big. I mean, outside of Charleston, it's just a big party.
Right.
So it's a party scene. She letting y'all know.
So
It's
you
work, but it's party.
did some party in New York, right? You ever been to a Diddy party? I just want to throw that out there because Diddy hot right now. You like I just say it.
I've been to a party close enough to Diddy's.
Okay.
It's
See.
not like what they say Diddy party.
Yeah.
That's all.
T. Okay.
Got to ask about the Diddy party from New York. Have you been in New York?
No.
No, I used to do all jobs in New York. So they would have like ads looking for girls to like host or be servers for like these private parties and stuff like that. For like so.
That's what's up, yo.
But nothing like they talk about how Diddy parties.
Yeah, I hope not.
Completely out of control.
I don't even hope not because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's all about how you carry yourself wherever you go at, wherever you be at. You know what I'm saying? People don't need to judge people because we all go through different things. And we all, as long as you got the right mentality and you're moving forward, it don't matter. Sexuality, shows, pictures, whatever you do.
And you gotta understand too that when you're hypersexual and you got all that money,
Right.
you don't stop at mediocre. You just
Right.
keep going
You
up.
want who you are.
Right.
You want to be more who you are.
But who are you really though?
Yeah,
That's,
you
money's
just
gonna show who you really
Right.
are,
And,
right?
and like Diddy, mediocre sex gotta be like you can't go back to that once you keep going up.
Right. Nah,
Very
yeah,
true.
definitely.
Very true. Very true.
Man, off that Diddy shit, man.
Yes.
So you did all that up in New York. When was the moment where you was just like, yo, I'm heading back down south. I'm going home.
I want to put it.
I was tired. I was like so drained. I was physically tired, and my maternal clock was just clicking. Like I was like 26. I was like, oh yeah. So I came back, and then I ended up having 2 babies.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Glad no. Like I say, I'm from girls. Glad no.
Two babies.
A boy and a girl.
Oh, best of both
They about to
worlds.
be 9 and 10.
9 and 10.
Okay,
Congratulations for real, man. That's what's
So
up.
not
Kids
so
and
much
shit.
babies.
Yeah, not yeah.
Right,
But they're
right,
your
right.
babies, right?
For sure.
Don't we love the sound of that?
Okay.
Shout out to Don Lucci and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Always.
Make sure y'all check out that show too.
Yeah, shit out there.
But you came home. You said your maternal clock was taken. You had the babies. Of course, you know I know all this.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. Everybody else don't know all
Right,
this.
right.
But like, how did that change like your view and like your everyday life? Like, how did it make you?
So when I was in New York, when I left, I already knew I was done with all of that. I already knew it wasn't for me. I already knew if I stayed in it, where it would go at. I was a little unsure of where I was going to be at next. So I was like working a regular job and just being a mother and doing what I do. And then COVID hit. And when I lost my job, it forced me into like creativity. But outside of that, just being in like a really hard place in a really bad time.
Right.
All
that
I
was
had-
bad for everybody.
even outside of that for me, like really was going through it. So like right before the painting happened, I prayed, I walked in nature, and I fasted for like 7 days.
Wow.
And
That's
then
what's up.
the next month, I made like close to 6 bands just off of art.
Look
That's
at
when
God.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Look at
So
God.
that make me want to ask this, like, so how long have you been working on your artistic talent? Like,
I've
what-
been painting, like I've been drawing and painting, because before COVID, I was in an apprenticeship for tattoos.
Okay.
And then COVID happened, and then it stopped.
Mm.
And then like that. But I've been doing it for a while. It's just when you grow up in a certain type of community or around certain people, they don't let you know like all of that can be monetized,
Right.
and you can make a revenue off of
Right,
it.
right.
So you be like, oh, I can't do that. I gotta go get a job. How to make money doing that? But in reality, if you put the time and the energy, anything you want to do can make money.
How was it when you sold your first piece?
It really didn't hit me till like. It really didn't hit selling the first piece did not hit me. It didn't
How much
hit
you
me
sell your
till,
first
like,
piece for? If you
I-
remember.
Man, listen, that month I was letting everything go for like $300-$400.
Yeah,
I
I mean, you say that like that's a low amount or something.
I mean, people was just getting
In
their
art.
stimulus and the unemployment at that time, so it was like dropping paintings like clockwork. Like I was working like I did so much paintings. I probably did like 30 paintings.
So once you presented your work to the people, it really had feedback strong like that, and they were actually
Well,
already.
they're not honest.
How did you
People
get
are
it out
not
there for them to be
honest.
buying it?
Uh-oh. When
People
you
are
say people
not-
are not honest?
They're not honest. Because when
Okay.
I started, everybody's like, oh yeah, they got money to blow, so they buy things. And then if you look at where I was to where I'm at now, they be like, girl, I didn't think you was going to stick with that. You real good.
They seen something in you.
True. Yeah,
They
it was the
just-
support, the
they-
love for
I ain't
you.
even gonna say that ain't seeing something that's and it's
I
just
think
like
it was more a clout thing because I was
Yeah.
posting and I was painting live and I was putting time-lapse video and I was really hustling. And people always want to be associated with people.
True.
especially,
And that's the
especially
thing I
you got
was going
shit
to say.
going on and
And
shit.
Yeah.
it was men who was buying the art.
I mean, you say clout chasing and stuff like that, and that's cool, but
No, cause like
you're spending
one
the
man,
money though. That's what.
no,
Because you can talk that shit, but they spending money, dog. That's
But to some people that
but
ain't
listen,
nothing.
all
It
it take,
ain't,
all
but
it
I
take,
mean-
all it take is one person that people like to buy
Right.
something from
Right,
you,
right,
And then
right.
it
then
was
all the other niggas want to buy
Yeah,
it.
buy
from
So
shit.
True,
okay, so hold on. So you saying that was it pre the Money Man collection, or was it
pre the Money Man?
Okay.
Pre the Money Man, like
Okay.
this. We
Right,
talking
right,
like
right.
we talking like 3-4 years before Money Man.
Because I want to take it back for a second, because I heard
on
somewhere
my
you were
bag.
saying how like the New York scene and the art scene in particular really inspires you in more ways than one, spiritually, artistically.
I wouldn't say spiritual.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought I read that somewhere, my bad. So it inspires you, and so bringing it back here, like.
It wasn't just New York. I've been everywhere. I've been to LA. I've been to Atlanta. I lived in Charlotte. Seen a lot of places. It was just Charleston didn't have a culture art scene.
Right.
I don't care what nobody said. I'm the one who started this culture art scene in Charleston. Everybody up under me, because of me.
Talk that shit.
Talk that shit.
That's why we
You definitely made it popular.
So how did you seen a lot of different places? Were you a military brat or you just moved like that on your own?
Yeah, I mean.
To get that experience?
And always found the art scene, or you just inspired?
So when you go to bigger cities, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what it is. That's the young people. They do that. They're doing that. They have underground parties. That's where you want to be at outside the tourists. They have like warehouses. They have like the most unconventional places you would think, full of art, music, drugs, alcohol, skate. Like that's just how it is. Atlanta, everywhere.
Right.
Go ahead.
Is Charleston most out of all those places? You know what I'm saying? Is Charleston like more old school, like the mentality?
Well, to be honest with
it's
you,
not up
Charleston
there like
hasn't
that?
caught up on it yet. I be doing my events at the spot called the Empty Canvas because I love it. But the first event I did was the Money Man was my first exhibit, my first solo exhibit that I did, and I front everything myself. I ain't waiting on nobody to give me anything. But I'm at this age now where I am in my 30s, my mid-30s.
Okay.
So I'm at an age where I can't get back in touch with that culture underground art because I'm too old for that now. But Charleston hasn't even caught on to that. And I look at these younger artists here and I think they fire. But yet, for some reason, these black people still want to be in the space of these white people. Mm-hmm. They still want to be in white people's spaces. They still want to do these things when there's so much other things you could do to bring us together and make some dope ass shit.
Right.
So what?
So when it come to like, going back to you, that's what set Charleston back behind everybody else. Instead of coming together as a community or trying to find something within our community to do it and invite us to do stuff, y'all rather be in these white people's spaces and faces.
And that's what I was trying to get to with the question, because I feel like you have brought that to the city with in your own vibe. Like that's what you're trying to do, like you said, with your events. I've been looking at the Valentine's event, Heavenly Hues, which is super dope. The vinyl records, like you are really putting together some kind of underground feel and bringing the artists together. And how I feel like the communities receive you.
Well, so the solo exhibits ain't really like the underground. That's just That's just like when you see the paint and sips and stuff. That's just a way to get money and also provide a service for people, because we don't have nothing here but hotels, restaurants, and bars. Right. So when you want to get out and do something, you want to go on a nice date, you want to do a girl's thing, you want to go somewhere and drink and bring your own food and create art and have fun with the people you with. I'm just creating a service for people. I'm creating an experience. Mm-hmm.
So when you say the underground scene, apparently you separate that from the
sip.
What is really the underground scene, and do we have one here?
We don't have one yet. So I lie. We do. We have a young guy by the name of Young Lord Fly or whatever his name is. I was in one of his exhibits. He has these dope things once a month called Hidden Spaces. It's in a hidden space. It's a really young people. They do tattoos there. It be multiple artists, rug artists. They play like underground music.
So what makes that? What makes it?
But they're all like 18 to like 25.
So underground, because you said that you're too old to be.
Yeah, underground would be like 18 to 25.
And then when they're painting and they're just pushing their paint and
it's like artists coming together.
Yeah, it's like curators all come together in a space and like everything's art. So you have to do with the video camera. They got it's fun.
people doing graffiti and stuff and all that. and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So are you working on building well, you're saying you're too old for underground, but can you, I don't think, when you say you're too old, I don't feel like you're too old for nothing. You can always do what you want
I
to
am
do.
too old.
But you really
Nah, that's like
a
she
lie.
really
put an age on
no, but because
That's
it's
a
like
lie.
that scene, like that type of scene
Right.
is like that's a
That's
lot
a
of
part of
chaos and it's like a big party, but it's
Yeah,
like a
can't
bunch
fake
of
it.
artists and it's
Yeah,
like
listen, them children ain't want no old people.
Yeah,
in
they
their
don't-
face.
But you
Oh,
can't-
okay. They don't
but
want
you
nobody
can't-
trying to
you
regulate what
can't-
they got
you
going
can't-
on. That's
I
what
mean,
you're trying
I know
to
it's
say.
underground, but you can't be behind the scene pushing it to where the youth that's coming up that don't recognize it's an underground scene and say, hey, this is, y'all don't realize what y'all doing.
I would love to get that at the space that I work in now. I would love to have it there. Like,
what at the empty canvas.
so any of y'all younger artists want to come together and curate, yeah, at the empty canvas.
Right.
Yeah, and it's in North Charleston, like near Park Circle. So,
Yeah, it's right at the
like, I feel like it got
It's
the
right
perfect
there,
location.
Right.
So-
I can't wait
And
to
the spaces
visit.
for rent and
So
I
you-
curate everything. When you come to my paint and sip, it's only one person in there working, and that's me.
And you
Okay.
carry it off
That's real, though,
flawlessly.
like,
You
I
would
see
never
what you're
know
talking
that, to
about.
be perfectly honest, but that's great because you're an artist, you're a mother, you trying to carry it all out. How do you balance it all for the girls who
Right, you're
who
very
really
creative,
want
I mean.
to, because it's a lot of us who want to do our own thing. We want to be creative, right? But then there's life. Life be lifing. How do you handle all of it?
God.
God. Him.
Listen, it gets hard, but as long as you stay prayed up and you got your faith and like, you know, some days be better than other days, but at the end of the day, I feel like God keep you going.
For sure.
Because you've experienced some real losses.
Mm-hmm.
And with your dad and your sister, and how has that affected your art and your passion in any way?
With my dad, it didn't really affect anything. That was in 2018. We had a special relationship, and not like my sister and me. I feel like hers just brought me a lot closer to God. So if you went to the Heavenly Hues solo exhibit, it was based off faith and fantasy. So the collection was a lot of biblical, Solomon, David and Goliath.
Yeah, that David and Goliath
Right,
piece.
right,
Like, I
right.
had peeped as soon as I walked in.
Yeah, I got it on my wall now.
Yo, man, whenever
The
she doing these
astronaut
shows,
got the
man, y'all
Jesus
show
piece.
up, man.
The astronaut he was talking about earlier got a big
can't wait to
gold
go.
Jesus piece with a rope
I
chain.
man, I want that piece, man.
Nice.
Like,
It
I
was
want that piece,
it got
man.
me through. It's just I restarted reading the Bible, so I was into the Book of Genesis and stuff like that. I was just read yeah.
So right now, what is the artist Mandy's style? How could you best describe your style of artwork?
Right.
always evolving. Nothing stays the same with me. None of my art, like
That's
you can see my era in my art.
Cause like just from the Money Man collection to now, like it's vastly like I can see the difference. You know what I'm saying?
So I mean,
But the
what's,
Money
what's
Man's
the
still
Money
there.
Man? What's Money
like,
Man?
but no, the Money Man.
I didn't say Money Man 1,000 times there.
Yeah,
What
tell them what
Money
is
Man?
Money Man collection.
What is
Everybody
it?
want to
Can I
know.
get
Yeah, you can do what you need to do.
Please.
I don't have no art, but I got my bag.
Okay.
All right.
Show it off.
Yeah.
Cause like that when she dropped all that and when she was showing she was drawing all that, like that's when I feel like
Okay.
I love that.
Okay,
So-
so the Money Man. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, please.
So
That's your
the
question.
Money Man is not an exhibit. The Money Man is a
No,
style of painting you do.
So it's a character that I created before I moved
Okay.
to Charlotte in 2021, 2022.
Right.
No, I lied, 2020. I moved to Charlotte. I created the Money Man. Right now, only 3 guys got own the Money Man.
Okay, hold on.
It's exclusive. Money
Right.
Man is
Well,
exclusive.
anytime I pay them, they want it.
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Cause like,
You can't
cause
show.
like, cause what I'm saying, cause like that's when I said like when she would start posting like when she was going through the process of painting the pictures and everything, like on the social, she was getting niggas was like in the comments like yo I need that like that's
And
what
then- so,
like
like-
it was like trending up like right there.
And then like if y'all edit it, y'all want the little pictures in
You
there.
good.
Of
The
course.
Money Man, like I got the Money Man knowledge, and he's reading the book. It said the book of knowledge, and then he got the light bulb, and then I got this Money Man, and each Money Man represent a certain man, like in every man. I got
Right.
the musician, like it's basically a real man, but his
Doing
It
okay.
is money.
So the character with the money coming out the neck,
yeah, his face.
his face. So his face is money,
Mhm.
and
He's a
that
true
is the
gentleman.
character, and you put him in all these different man positions.
Yeah, and he
But you keep it
he has like he wears a top hat and most because he's a true gentleman.
right. But you
Okay,
keep it
I love
exclusive.
it.
So
Yeah.
you know it's wanted, but you don't paint it because you're keeping it exclusive.
No, I have some Money Mans in my house. I didn't have none. I had them up at the event.
You had a couple up there.
Yeah, he on those. No, it's not that I keep it exclusive. It's just that the people who like it want to keep it exclusive.
Right.
But I got some more coming
It's like a
out,
Ferrari.
and I want to sell the rights to it.
Can you do a?
Okay.
Can you do like a?
Talk to me.
Wait, I will put this out there. Can you do like a Money Man, You'll Run My Opinion podcast with the money sticking on my head? And Brandon head and the head and just be like a
I only
Money
did
Man.
one female Money Man, and
I
it
don't
was
think it-
it was Ari. But it's,
Oh, that.
That'd be a great picture
Cause
to.
I got ideas like I'm getting there.
I
on
want
the
a Money
trends.
Man picture of this shirt.
I'll be
Yeah.
real with you. My favorite picture that I've seen so far,
The
it
ride.
was the female riding the horse backwards with the
With the
two
gun.
guns
Oh,
blazing.
yeah.
That went so hard. Like,
Yeah.
It was everything for me.
You know what my favorite one is? That one that's like that is that black woman with all the like the it looks like an old '90s painting and it's like all the red and blue and everything. The big one.
is it the exhibit?
Yeah, the big one, the one that I was like, yo, I love this one. The big one where she's black and it's like floral colors coming off of her or something
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
That was in Moja
to,
2024.
yeah, that's my
That's what I
that's
wanted
my
to get
favorite
to.
piece, bruh. But like me, I got my ideas on the collection. I want her to start rolling because one of them. This is the start of like my ideas and everything. You know, the Joker, but like like
With the
with gold teeth and everything.
Right. So let's go into this B. So this is one of Mandy B exhibits right here displayed. And you know
It's
what?
a personal.
I'm not going.
That's a
collection.
personal. It's a commission. So paintings like that, I don't have the rights to because I'm not the Joker creator, but it's Brandon's.
Okay, so that brings a different dynamic to it. So when you paint a character, you don't have the rights to it.
So that's why my Money Man is.
It's
why
your rights. You got full
That's why I wanna
ownership
sell
of
it.
it.
I want somebody to buy it, turn it into clothes.
I didn't realize that. I
Right.
thought you could paint whatever you want to paint it,
No, you
and
can't.
once you paint it, it's yours.
Yeah, so when people hit me up, I'm not sure if y'all notice, I do a lot of movie paintings. When people hit me up, the reason why those are as affordable, well, I wouldn't say affordable, but like kind of cheap, is because I can't sell it on my website. I can't put it on merch. I probably can, but I probably
So you
get
can't do
sued.
this. You can't put this on your website
No, I probably get sued.
Yeah.
because you painted the Joker.
I
the
basically
Joker.
painted somebody else's
I know,
picture.
but I thought when you draw something else, it becomes yours. I didn't know. I'm
No.
just saying. That's what this-
You gotta like change like it drastically for it to be
Yeah.
like. But like even
Like,
a
that's
little.
like if you take a shirt and you paint Nike on it and you say this Nike that
I mean, I feel like that's different. But you're right. That's a good
You gotta break
example.
it down for the people. who
That's
don't
a
know,
good
because-
example because I understand when
Yeah.
you say it like that. Like I can't just.
And the
paint
only
Nike.
reason why I know that is because I know a girl who was doing the party things, and she would make like Minnie Mouse and like characters for people. And Disney sent her a cease and
Cease and
desist
desist, yeah.
Right.
from making them little
Yeah, like
outfits.
Disney.
Disney don't play.
Disney will
I know
do it
that.
quick,
Yeah, Disney
boy.
coming.
I know that. You know, and
Disney
the thing
will
about
not
it, Winnie the Pooh, it just got released from Disney. So now you can see like horror movies with Winnie the Pooh, and they use. I swear to God, I saw that. Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
Winnie the Pooh.
they
got a heart-
Disney
they got a
fanatic.
heart.
Winnie the
But you
Pooh.
might know for that.
I know for
You
real.
might know for real.
I know for
No,
real.
it's a Winnie the Pooh
Winnie
horror
the
movie and
Pooh.
stuff.
Winnie the Pooh.
They got a second
Got
one.
it got to the point where it was so
Is that Freddy
old.
Frights?
It was
Right.
No,
Are
no.
they sure?
It was
No,
that
it's like
the Winnie the
Winnie the
Pooh
Pooh.
character was so old that it passed that mark of being. It got to the point where Disney couldn't, to the time frame where it's you can use it now.
Yeah.
And I saw it,
They
and then
had to because the people watching it is old, so they
right.
Had to
I
get
mean,
them-
it's like after 30 or 40 years,
I know.
apparently art becomes available to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's not how that
Not
I know,
art,
but
That's not how.
No,
Winnie the
that's not how it
Pooh
works.
was
It's
like
just-
that.
But
No.
listen, Winnie the Pooh ain't making no money with the younger people, so they had to sell it to somebody to make a horror
It didn't
movie
seem
so
like they
that the
sell
old-
it.
So the old people who was watching it can see Winnie and Tim.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm watching the shit, and the shit said that the time frame of them having the rights to Winnie the Pooh
Well, maybe
passed.
Because Winnie the Pooh was a book that Disney didn't come up with Winnie the Pooh.
Disney come up with none of this
A writer somebody came up with it. Disney bought the rights to that character, so their rights might be up to the character.
If y'all don't know, but Disney, all Disney stories,
Yeah.
they bought all of them. They all are deep, like horror stories type shit. Y'all think I'm playing?
No,
I'm
I know,
serious.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's
A lot of fairy
the
tales
Grimm's, the Grimm's brothers.
Yeah, the Grimms.
So
the Brothers Grimm.
the stories are darker than Disney portrayed
Yeah.
them. And Disney rewrite them to make it a Disney shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing behind Disney.
they probably had a release in the contract.
It was maybe that's what it was. They were releasing the contract.
Yeah, so for anybody who want to buy the rights to the Money Man, it is available.
I know that right. How much
Right.
DM her for the price.
Right.
She in
Don't sell that
negotiations.
shit.
We ain't doing
Yeah,
that.
I definitely selling it, and I gotta keep like 3% royalties, and
for always. So everything that sells, you get 3%.
yeah, one for me,
Yeah.
one for my kids.
Right.
That's
right,
beautiful.
right.
'Cause you
So you
gotta
got a
think about the
plan.
future.
You got an all the way plan with the art path that
Yeah,
you're taking.
I'm about to be 40. I'm ready to get married. I'm ready to be chilling.
I know that's right.
Okay.
I'm trying to just invest
Soft
the right
life.
way.
Yes.
I'm ready for the soft life.
Right.
But I did want to acknowledge the fact that you are 2 years in Moja Festival. You
Yes.
got an honorable mention.
Yes.
Which you definitely
Great stuff.
deserve. Let's give a round of applause. You know what I'm saying? Because they bring in artists from everywhere. How was the
That is
experience?
beautiful.
How do you prepare for something like that?
You don't really prepare. You just submit. They choose you. The first year was nice. It was really great. I loved it. The second year, it's just getting wider and wider and wider. I've been going to Moja since I'm a little kid.
Right.
And every year it gets white. They put people who not from Charleston in charge.
I was gonna say not from Charleston.
Yeah. And last year, I know the guy Artie Bank who won, and it was really good for him. But yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Well, you know what? Every time when you bring up the art, it's like a white-black thing.
And we live in a white and black
we do, and especially in South Carolina. So I'm like, is black people more transitioning to appreciating art?
No, it's not
Yeah,
that.
what is
We just live in this white and black place, and any moment I get on, any moment I have a platform to speak about it,
Right.
to hopefully gear where
No,
we
you're right.
at as people, then I'm gonna speak about it.
That's what we're about.
A lot of people think they're doing something because they might be in Charleston City paper or they might have certain city accolades, but that don't mean nothing.
I mean, y'all are
The
doing
big
something,
means-
but it
The
don't
big
mean
means everything, okay?
Exactly.
I'm still the top selling artist in Charleston. I don't care what
Top selling artist
That's
in
what I'm
Charleston.
That's a sip to that.
And that's exactly.
That's
Let's
sip
toast
to
to that
that.
right
That's
there.
toast to
Toast to
that.
that right there.
Sure.
And
Yes.
but that's what I think I love about you so much, and I became a fan through the research because you are so authentically yourself, and you are so Charleston. Charleston comes out in your art, right? You see downtown in your art, you see the history in your art, but then I feel like you also have an opportunity to bring a fresh platform to Charleston for artists because we are lacking that. Like you said, there is a divide, right? And I feel like a lot of times we feel like we make it when we're not making it amongst ourselves.
So this what it is.
Speak
Hold on,
to
hold on,
it.
hold on.
Speak to
Hold on,
it though.
before you get to that, my thing about that, and then I feel like it plays a part in like everything, like politics, all that shit. See, black people for so long have been wanting to be a part of what white people got going on. We don't realize we got our own shit, and when we do have our own shit, the white people turn around and be like, "Hey, we want that." So the white people come and just kind of like.
We don't see value into it until white people
So
like
honestly,
Can y'all
honestly, you gotta see value in yourself first. Nobody put me in an exhibit. I was doing art. Nobody in Charleston was fucking with me. My art was in Charlotte, Texas, Vegas before it was bought from anybody here. But outside of that, I went out my way. I find places to put my art in. I did Moja, I did those places, but that's nothing. These other people, I talk to other artists, and what annoys me the most is you could go out there and buy all of this what you want, but you can't invest in yourself.
Right.
Oh, how you do your own exhibits? You could do your exhibits at the empty canvas. Just call bruh and tell him, let me get the space, and you can put your own
Give
art
bruh a
up.
shout out.
You don't have to wait on nobody to give you an exhibit. You can do it yourself, and you gonna make your money back.
People don't want to put in that work.
Yeah, I don't know why they want it to be given to them, but it's like if you a rapper, nobody gonna know you a good rapper if you don't go to the studio and put your art.
But society
pay
has
your time.
society has
Pay your
been
time.
handing people everything. Everybody gets a trophy. Everybody thinks everything's supposed to be given to them.
third place is good.
Like us growing up, if you didn't win, hey, you need to go back to the shop, figure it
I
out.
ain't had it like that, so everything I feel like you just gotta go out there and get it. Listen, I was before COVID shut things down. I was gonna have my first exhibit at the Purple Buffalo,
Okay,
dance
yeah.
spot, and then COVID happened and I didn't have it there, which is good because I ended up doing something bigger with the money, man. And then now I found a home for my art and stuff
Everything
like
happens
that.
for a reason.
Yeah, and Dan is really nice. Not to like put no shit on him or anything, but I feel like when it comes to other artists, the number one question is like, how you sell so much art? How you be doing these art exhibits? I work. I rent out a space. I put my art up. I curate,
That's
and I
hard,
think
though.
like going to New York and being in other places and seeing them people do that themselves.
Right.
Let me know that you could do anything. You want.
So that makes me want, like, so are you in Charleston because you see it open to
I'm in Charleston
what
because
you're...
I got kids and they
Well, no, I feel
Daddy,
you,
I ain't
but...
had no kids.
but,
I wouldn't be in Charleston.
I keep trying to tell women
Okay.
that if you ain't got no kids, get out of Charleston. Why are you here?
Okay, so let's look at it like
Why
this.
are you here?
Charleston is an open market, like all these other places is doing this. Right now, you know, because you've never been to these places, you see them doing it. Now you come into a market that don't know nothing about this, to the point where you have seen.
But my
So
market
don't you
in
feel
Charleston
like-
ain't really Charleston people neither.
Exactly.
It's
But
like
you still
but-
bringing it here though, right?
Yeah, I'm
You're giving us
here.
something we don't got.
Yeah, but y'all don't care about it because y'all ain't coming.
Exactly.
You don't make us care about
I
it.
ain't making nobody care about nothing.
But you are.
You
You open up your own shows. You're doing your own exhibits. You're making the calls.
But that doesn't
you showing
make people. That doesn't make people want to
Listen, and
invest
when
into
I-
something.
It don't. But you have to give them that so they can want to invest.
Man,
No,
That doesn't
it don't work
No.
like that.
You know.
It don't work like that.
I'm
No,
asking
it's fine.
questions.
tell y'all.
No, it's fine. It don't work like that.
Don't.
I'm
Listen,
passionate
look,
about what you're talking about.
listen, look at it like this. We are from Charleston. We know that in Charleston, quality does not matter. Popularity matters.
Exactly.
Why
It's
these
popular.
rappers be popular?
Popular.
So it's
They're
like
popular enough to
so-
really make it yet. But go ahead.
I mean, they don't want to be popular in the world. They just want to be the biggest here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's real shit.
That's why if you listen to their music, they never say I'm the biggest in the world. They be like, I'm the biggest in Charleston.
Right. Real
Very
shit.
true.
Real shit.
Very
So-
true. I always tell people Charleston is cliquish. It's about who you know. It's not.
And
You
then
know,
you
it's
got-
a very small place.
And then you got
Everybody
a lot
grew
of
up
people.
together.
You got until recently, you still had people from downtown who ain't never been
Nowhere.
to Somerville.
Nowhere.
bruh.
You right.
No,
You
I'm
right.
talking about the
No,
Somerville.
listen.
That's
Don't-
some real shit,
Don't
dog.
kill me because I just moved to Somerville.
No. But you've been.
You one of them.
No, I
Talk.
did not know a lot of things in Somerville. Listen,
You might not have known a lot of things in Somerville, but you've been to Somerville before.
not really.
See,
to
she's
there.
trying to tell you, Brandon. She's what we was talking about. She
But
has
no,
business.
but she done been abroad. Like that's the thing. You're not gonna.
Okay.
Art is a culture thing.
Yeah.
If you ain't been nowhere but here,
You don't have no value.
you don't have no
Right.
sight. You don't have no
The
vision.
people who buy the men and women. Well, I don't have a lot of women. Women would rather go to TJ Maxx or Home Goods and buy painting. than
True.
get,
True.
like, a nice
True.
painting.
True.
But men. So I learned men like things of value. Women that spend money on what they like, but men gonna buy a nicer TV. A girl gonna get the cheapest TV. A man gonna get a nice TV.
Right.
A girl go get a printed canvas from TJ Maxx for $40. A man gonna
Right.
spend $1,000 on original painting.
Right.
Right.
And one thing I
Right.
noticed is the men who shop with me, they travel, they've been places, they see things, they've done like it's never.
They
You
appreciate
might get one dude who be around them dudes.
Right.
But yeah, and they getting open to it.
That's real shit,
Yeah,
man. But how you was trying to say like she's bringing something. It's hard to bring something like that to people who don't know what that is, and they're not going to see the value.
I do these paint and sips, and I do these little art events all the time. I pay for ads. That's how I get people out there. I guarantee you, if I posted a flyer like, "Oh, I'm gonna be at this club," more people in Charleston will come out to that. And guess what? The club gonna charge them $20 to get in, but they ain't gonna come and spend $35, $40 for a ticket, and I give out free alcohol.
Right.
I mean,
no,
you
this
fool
is
people,
true,
man.
right?
You got to.
I'm not into fooling people.
I
just
know,
put
not
my
fool
ads
people,
out and
not
have
fool
them
people, but you have to know how to reach people. That's like having garlic crab.
But
at
this the thing.
your
But this
event.
the thing.
They coming.
But this the thing. I'm
And then
Garlic
they
crab
gonna-
and
But
oyster,
this-
we coming.
We coming.
But this the thing,
I
I'm
agree with
reaching
you,
my
though.
people now. It just so happened the people I raised up with ain't my people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
It's
outgrow them
called
people.
growth.
Yeah.
Right.
It's called.
And,
it's
and-
called
and-
growth.
And I'm not
man.
gonna diminish my brand or anything that I got
Don't do
going
it.
on by having garlic
Definitely
crabs at my goddamn
It's called
event.
growth.
Right. If garlic crab and paint don't go together.
Exactly. Because I'm not. If I
Okay.
come in and I smell crab and seafood, I'm not staying for no painting it. And you
Yeah,
dressed
but I
up a
mean-
little nice and shit. Nah. No, you're not gonna do that, bro.
I think our oyster rolls,
Nah, bro.
not garlic crab.
Stop
but
it.
No,
our
I-
oyster rolls event.
Let's see.
Well, when I see
With-
painting, I think
with-
of cheese, crackers.
That's
what
Okay.
I have.
Yeah.
Wine.
Nice
And champagne
Double
and
cheese.
wine.
Nice.
That's what I see.
And I normally have
Okay.
desserts.
Yes, that's what I see.
Okay,
I don't see.
Y'all gotta come to
Okay.
the exhibits,
And
man.
I
It's
can't
real
wait.
nice.
And I
I'm
will come to the
excited.
next
I
one.
can't
We'll
wait.
come, and we're gonna, because I mean, you know, having.
Wait, you know, you free on the 21st?
Absolutely.
Well, you could come to my I have an erotic bingo
Oh,
mixed with paint and sips.
I invited because you
So-
like you
so
talking
basically-
about.
Yeah, I'm invited.
So basically, I do
I can
these.
be your plus one.
No.
So basically, I do these glow
I'll
in
be
the
your
dark
plus
paint
one.
and sips, and I normally do bingo with it. But the bingo been so fun lately, so now I just letting it be known as bingo and the paint and sip, and it's gonna be erotic, and people like that a lot.
I
love
love
it.
that. That's so
Okay.
cute.
But if you be 32,
Happy birthday, Mark. I'm April 25th, but go ahead.
I call bullshit on that.
Wait, how old? She said,
I call bullshit on that. I call bullshit on that. Black don't crack,
If
baby.
you know,
Black
you
don't
know.
crack.
If you know, you know.
and you can always paint yourself younger.
Girl, you still in your prime.
Black don't crack.
36. Yeah, I'm like, we gotta say at 32.
No,
Like,
I'm
y'all
36.
just quit.
I be 36 to the greatest hits. When I say the greatest hits, I mean like I'm into all music. So we're gonna have like Marvin Gaye mixed
Right.
with a little U2 if y'all get into rock and stuff
Yes.
like that.
Yeah, oh, I'm all over the
So
place.
how often do you have these events?
Monthly.
Yes.
So every month you have an event like this.
I do the solo exhibit maybe once or twice a year where I sell my paintings, but outside of that I do the paint and sips and the bingo and stuff. I do them like
But you
twice
can
a
always
month.
get the
Do you when you do
Alright.
the paint and sips? Do you educate people on the
Some
Charleston scene and what they need to know?
No, because we be having fun. It's a party. In the dark, the light be off. It be glowing in the dark. The paint glow
But I
in the
think you need
dark.
to incorporate that though.
People don't care.
Yeah.
The fuck if they care or not?
I don't care.
You need to
Boring.
incorporate it.
I don't
though.
need. Listen, Charleston ain't paying me to endorse Charleston.
Let's be
When the
very
people
clear.
come, they want
I
to paint
said
dicks and
Charleston.
titties and dance
They
and
want to
play
listen to
bingo
music.
and win prizes.
Yeah.
They want to have fun. That's
I
what
wanna
it's
be-
about.
Because look at it like this. How often do you scream Charleston on this show?
I mean,
We all from Charleston, right?
Let me ask you
How
something.
many people support
I'm not,
the show?
you know,
Let me ask you something. We, as locals, I noticed we love Charleston down.
Yeah,
Put
right.
Charleston
Eight-
on
you know.
everything, right?
Charleston on
But let me
everything.
tell you one
Charlie
thing.
on.
We do
Go ahead.
all of this. We do all of this for Charleston. But what do Charleston do for us?
Not a fucking thing.
nah, I don't do that. I don't feel
What do
like that.
Charleston do for
I don't feel like that
us?
though.
What
I
it do
feel
for
like
you? What it
I-
do
it
for
I-
you?
don't matter.
What it do for you
It
though?
don't.
Charleston only want to exploit us, but they don't want to promote us.
Exactly.
Prime example though. How
I-
much negative news do you see come out of Mount Pleasant, Daniels Island, any of those? But North Charleston,
That part.
stay on the map. Because that is where they feel like we are located. You
But
know
that's
what I'm saying?
listen, that's
You ain't
the
gonna see
great
it.
thing about North Charleston. It's so for us,
Yeah.
especially if
It
we
is.
between Reynolds indoor rant. It's really
Okay,
for us.
she Charleston.
So no, I say,
no.
listen, I say this because instead of trying to have y'all events downtown, instead of trying to be in them people's spaces, why not be somewhere that's
just
ours?
have security.
It might be, listen, that area might be owned by other people, but it's the most black-run businesses consecutive, like all together.
True.
You ride down between Reynolds and Durant, half of those businesses is black-owned businesses. Might not be black building-owned, but it's black operated.
Right.
Black operated. I love that shit.
But even with that, you see how they're trying to push the white businesses more towards that way to try.
And
to,
that's okay,
They
but
do a lot of
I feel
gentrification
like
and stuff.
you know, we
But
got
the thing about
foundation.
But
The
those
thing
people
of-
cool with us over there. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like Cabbage Town in Atlanta.
Okay, you get your love.
this is how I feel
you know
about
what I'm saying?
This is how I feel about it. Charleston is hard to break. It's hard to crack. It's hard for
It's
us.
cliquish.
we
to
make
be-
it hard.
Well, but it's gonna make
I ain't
it.
gonna say we,
It's
but-
gonna make it that much.
Charleston makes
It got to happen. It's bound to happen.
No, I think the
And
way it
it's
happens.
gonna happen, man.
The reason why this the only way I feel like it's gonna happen if someone create a space. So I feel like
Us.
No, I feel like
You.
No, this what I mean is
Brandon.
No, listen, I feel like Charleston's so black and white, right? It's either white, black, okay, and then Mexican, but we ain't talking about that.
Yeah, we ain't there yet.
They
I,
ship-
so
they
I
ship it all
this
over.
why I feel like when something is black, they feel like they gotta cater to this certain type of black people. It's more than just that one black people here.
True.
I throw events and I have young people and older people, black people who come here and they be like they don't really go out like that because guess what? Only Charleston people like Charleston music. Only Charleston people like how Charleston people talk.
True,
But
true.
you still listen. It don't have like it seems like Charleston do like black is just all in a ghetto category, and it's not everybody's in that category, and not everybody want to go. I like that, but not all the time.
that's from people not being cultured.
I mean, you real as a motherfucker, but I think you're wrong in the fact that fuck that, man. I really feel
Your
like
world, my opinion.
your world, my opinion. We do the Burger King thing. Because some songs right, but sometimes we do the Hall Chop House thing. To where you gonna eat what the fuck we give you and you gonna like it.
Yeah,
So-
that ain't never happened to me nowhere.
Hey, Halls don't play us like that.
Okay.
I ain't
Halls-
never been played like that nowhere.
your boy-
Y'all wanna hear my whole
Yeah.
story? Y'all wanna hear my whole story?
Not
No.
at all.
Like,
where you at?
Don't get me in my
I
whole.
want to hear what you got to say.
Yeah, I
Halls-
want what you got to say.
So what I'm saying is, Charleston is a hard egg to crack. We are late and behind on everything.
Everything.
Sure.
Even school.
Tattoos, you know, everything. We a Bible Belt. We the old
Traditional.
slavery.
There's ways around that
All
shit, but
that.
niggas is
But-
complacent, bro.
What I'm
they just
saying
did a
is-
number on us. They just got us.
All I'm
fucked up.
saying is,
Niggas is complacent.
what that does is it has us farther behind.
You want to know?
We have to catch up. And
But
there's
listen,
certain
all
people.
it takes is one black man or black woman to open up an establishment to set a motherfucking real standard to where that shit do it the right way and then everybody else follow suit because we
Yeah.
live in a monkey see, monkey do town. We have not yet have that one black leader
And that's
to
what
show you
Travis
how
Why?
to do it.
Why?
can't be
Why
us.
can't that be you or me? Why is it?
waiting
Why
for somebody
is
else
it
to do it right?
now? Now is the
You are
time.
the person.
The reason why
The art culture.
the
that you
reason
say
why
we
they
behind
come
on.
to you probably is because you want garlic crabs at everything,
Exactly.
and you
Yeah,
want
it's
Charleston
Because you got
at everything.
you got to play the game. You got to play the game.
Oh, you don't have to play the game.
Listen,
We're talking about having our own shit.
all I'm saying.
We don't need to have our own shit. We
Listen.
need to be. All us need to be one,
This is
bro.
what happened with Malcolm
I'm
X
sorry.
and Martin Luther King.
Okay, break
Exactly,
it down.
thank you.
Break it down. I want to
We
hear
have to
that.
have our own shit.
We about to
No,
have a whole.
that was the problem.
Mandy about to break it
And
down.
that was our problem. See, niggas want to be a part of white people. We need to have our own shit.
By any
And
means
listen, it's okay to
necessary.
go to this
Yeah,
stuff.
it's okay to mix
and
with
listen,
them,
it's okay
but we
to
gotta
mix
have
with
our own
Cause
shit.
listen, I love them. I love to support them. I love to support everybody. I like what I like. I like all type of music and stuff too.
What do you have going on in the community right now? I know one of your passions is working with children and just in general, working with seniors, adults?
I haven't worked with seniors yet, but thank you for that idea. You might be on to something.
The boy
Thank
look old.
you
My
so
bad.
much.
The boy look old.
Hey, see, sis got money.
That was actually the employees.
Okay,
Christmas
my
party,
bad.
but,
Keep going.
Boy, they were old as shit.
hopefully, if things pick up, when things pick up, I'll be able to offer like some kids free paint and sip. When I first got into the space, I did like a 3-day exhibit, and during the 3 days, I offered a free kids paint and sip. I like to do anything I can involve my children in. Sometimes.
Right. Depending on the age group sometimes.
Right. You're right.
The boy be
But
rough.
I do want to get into. I do want to make this clear. I am not the owner of the Empty Canvas. I do my events there. It is a venue. It is available for anybody to book it and do their own events. And I would like to see more people in there. And as of like in Charleston, there is a lot of event spaces. Well, I wouldn't say event spaces, but I would say venues. But they don't allow like public events or ticket events. This space does. I would love my events to be mashed up with other people's events throughout the month.
Right.
EmptyCanvas.net. If y'all want to book the space, go ahead and do that.
Let's do that.
So let's educate. the
I'm
people.
glad you
And it's in the-
Oh,
it's
because
in
you
the
said
Park Circle
there's
area.
certain venues that don't allow certain things.
Yeah, so like, so when you normally rent out a space, like let's say, for example, King's Grant, you can't rent King's Grant out and charge tickets to throw a paint and sip event or to charge tickets to do something. You know, most event spaces are for public parties, not public, private events. So like, you know, your baby shower, a wedding reception. You know, this space was the first space that I found outside of Le Creme when Le Creme was open, because that's when I did my
Shout out to La Creme. We know that boy. Goose Creek.
This space was the first space that was open that allowed me to come in and do what I need to do and create and make money in it.
That's really nice. And I'm glad you made the separation, because I know a lot of people get it confused.
Yeah, because I do events there so much that
Yeah,
I don't want
it look like it's your
yeah, and it's
establishment
not
type
my establishment. I just book it, and anybody could book it. It's really easy. Just go to the emptycanvas.net and just fill out the form, and they will call you back to book it.
Go ahead.
I feel like the information you're giving us is important, because think about Charleston.
Innocent.
We are behind. People don't know this. So they don't know how to go about it. You know what I'm saying? You come to Charleston and you see this, how to move with the platform that you got, and we behind. And I feel like people like you are valuable.
I'm not
to
gatekeeping
us.
for anybody.
You're not
Which I
gatekeeping,
love.
but
I
you're
love.
providing.
No, I know. I don't want nobody to think
information
I'm
on how to
gatekeeping, because I
move.
want everybody to do good.
But you provide information on how to move down here, because people, we're not behind. We
Don't
behind.
know. You don't know until you know.
Until you
Right.
know.
And we have to come together as a collective better in different spaces. Like you said, not try to be in their space, but create our
And
own space.
as somebody who live outside the box, I think anything is possible. But I realize not everybody thinks the same. Like, I may get 4 by 2 plus 2, and somebody might need to do 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So they're not gonna think like you to think like that is even an option.
Right.
So, but when they see, that's why it's so monkey see, monkey do. It's not that they copying you, they just realizing, wait, that's an option.
Right.
I can do that. It's not like they copying you, they just never knew until they saw you do it.
I mean, you talk about me because I'm a person that didn't know that you can be that profitable off of art in Charleston.
You know, you could be profitable off of. Y'all about to see me on the side of the road selling art in a minute.
Hustle.
You could be.
Listen,
you
I
could
ain't
be
mad.
profitable with anything if you put your mind to it
Right.
and you put your hustle to it. Like I done. Man, listen. We grew up watching the boys sell those roses. You see how
Right.
see how that go.
Right.
And you know, when you travel and you go other places, especially like if you travel to like the islands or something, or like a beachy area, they will you on the
Sell
beach.
you
They say you all kinds
You on the beach, right? Your feet on sand, and they will pick up the sand off the ground, put it in a bag, and say,
And I'm gonna buy it. I'm the brightest gonna buy it. My best friend be like, come on. I be like, okay, but it's only
selling sand to
$20.
the beach because you
Right, but I just feel like Charleston don't. We have that hustling mentality, but we don't. We a small place, so we behind because we behind.
I feel like
we gotta
since
catch up.
I feel like
and
since
you
I
a part of
start,
catching us
I feel
up.
like since I started painting, I've been seeing the numbers build and build throughout the years in Charleston. I've been seeing the exhibits build. I've been seeing more people coming up to do it. I've actually been getting so many inbox
Trendsetter.
from like grown people, like, oh, I know how to draw, and they sending me their pictures. Thank you for
I know
sending them.
how
I
to
don't really care.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah. So I think it's
inspiring them, man.
yeah.
And I mean, really, for me, I got 4 daughters. One of my daughters is very she draws, she sing, all that. And
She good at makeup.
I don't know if she can make because you know why I don't promote makeup.
The reason why I say that is because before I started doing my portraits, I had a friend and she do makeup. And when I would like watch her do girls' makeup, like how she blend and contour, that's how I actually learned how to do my portraits. From seeing like the face ain't really that much difference. That's why them girls can turn another girl into another
girl, yeah, because
they're true artists. They're true artists too.
Right.
And that's where the money at.
I
You
don't
find
know.
inspiration in
that's
all kinds of
what it
ways.
is.
Okay.
But that's what I was gonna say too. I think that's what's made, and I encourage people from South Carolina to travel, because once you see and get exposed to these different areas, the different lifestyles, the different forms of making money and expression, the grinds rather. You see the different grinds, it makes you a better person, and you can come back to a
But it's gotta be in you though.
I don't
That
think-
got to be
I
in
know
you
that
though.
have to be in you.
And a lot of people don't come back.
The grind.
Even
The
if
grind, that gotta be in
But
you.
when you see it, like, I can honestly say I've lived in multiple places, multiple countries. My grind is different in Charleston than it is when I'm not here.
Yeah, because your
But
culture.
you
know what I'm
came
saying?
back.
Like
though.
you
See,
seeing stuff.
Now I
I feel like people.
I came back with kids.
I feel like people go off and they discover that grind, but they grind where they at. See what I'm
I had
saying?
it
They
since I
don't
was
come
a
back
kid.
home.
Yeah, that's how I had it.
Yeah,
I had
that's
it.
how
I have a daughter and I have a son. I see in my daughter where she going, hopefully, and I see how my son gonna be.
Right.
You either have it or
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's got to be,
right,
it's got to
right,
be
right.
in
I
you.
feel like some
Right.
people just motivated on another level, and I feel like the motivation got to be a little more than just money to
Right.
keep going.
It got to be more
But
than money.
exposure
It
too.
got-
It
like,
gotta
you
be
ain't
more
never.
money.
You gotta show
to
your.
be
You gotta have
honest-
passion
No,
behind
listen,
it.
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest,
You
honest,
gotta have
never been
passion.
nowhere?
You gotta have passion
be
How
behind
many
it.
kids who ain't never
It
been
got
to the
to be-
beach
and
that
to-
live in South
I
Carolina?
like to go to the side of the
Because black people don't swim like that.
Yeah, but
for 25 cents.
to be honest with y'all, I never worked a job as long as I painted. I never hustled for anybody as much as I hustle for myself. I love what I do. Like, I love what I eat. I work this. This is my life. My kids love it. They're fully involved in it. That's how I know this for me. When I start separating from my craft, I pray, I cry. Like, I go through moments where I feel like I'm breaking up with it. I can't paint. Like, why can't I paint? Why can't I create, God? Like, that's when I
Real
know,
artist
like,
right there, man.
That's what you
Don't
got.
interrupt.
Real shit.
that's
I didn't
what
want to
I'm
interrupt.
here.
I was going to let her finish. But one of the things I want to
Let
ask
her
is,
go. Keep going.
she's always finished.
She won't.
So, I just want to ask a question about what you're saying. And so one of my questions was, are you full-time
Yes.
painting?
I mean, I ain't had a regular job in like 8
And you
years.
said
She
that.
just said that.
She did. But it was one of my questions.
He had to
One of my
react to
questions.
that.
And she
Okay,
answered
that
my
was his
question
question.
before I asked the question. But at
why'd
the
you
same
ask the
time,
You had to make sure you
because
said-
I want to really understand the question.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
So my thing is, so you are a full-time painter. You live off of painting and your art and your hustle. You don't have no other side.
No, it's
And that's
not. In the last
amazing.
8 years, the outside hustles outside of actually painting is the paint and sip events, is making custom paint and sip kits for people. People have these parties, these party planners call me, oh, I need 30 canvases for this kid's birthday party, but it's all still around.
party.
art.
No, that's you're working for
nice.
yourself.
That's beautiful.
I mean, and it is beautiful because
Yeah.
you know a lot of times we
I'm still a
interview
starving
people.
artist, though. Don't get it too.
No,
but
you
I
gotta
mean-
starve in order to make it though. But the fact that you can survive like that
Yeah.
and really fund yourself off of your art and your craft.
Oh yeah, listen, there's moments
a
where I
It
be
is
like,
a beautiful
and listen, it's
fucking
moments
It is a
where it be
beautiful
like,
thing.
oh, I gotta go get a job. I like got certificates in different fields to get a job, but then God come right through and be like,
He do it every
See?
time.
Right.
But
You need to be
especially when
that.
you living in your
Yeah,
passion and
so
doing
I'm-
something
I,
positive.
like it
That's
gets hard.
amazing.
It gets really hard.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
You
Thank
are.
for having me.
Yeah, no, for sure. We had an amazing time.
Yes.
I know I did. Any additional questions?
Anything
y'all wanna
else?
ask?
That's my people, so I'm just.
Right.
I know this, and so before we end
Oh
this,
yeah, I do want to plug me in because
Go
I
ahead.
do want to get into like the
Yeah,
after
we
school
focus-
stuff.
Yeah, let's
Right.
go.
And I do like using the empty canvas for that. So like I told you, I am a one-woman team. So if there's anybody out there that may be interested, or maybe wanting to work with me or collab with me when it comes to kids, I'm so open. I'm not trying to stay a one-person team. I know it takes a team
Guard,
to
tell
win.
that.
So I am I'm open to
You're a
the
wonderful guest.
relationship.
And a lot of information.
It's
And
been a pleasure.
it has been a
He
pleasure.
said you not.
But man, plug all your plug everything, plug
So you can
everything.
follow me on Instagram, Charleston Art Events. Charleston Art Events. It's got like a pink logo. I'm on Instagram under that. And then my other Instagram is MandyB843. And then my website is artistmandy.com.
Man, we appreciate you. You're where my opinion.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
It's an honor.
Co-hosts appreciate you. You already been connected to Brandon. That's how this picture. Y'all see the picture? Y'all know what
It's
we
before the
doing.
picture, but you know, it's
Long time coming. Mandy B, she gonna be back. Trust me, the vibe. We gonna keep this going 100%. You're where my opinion. We out.
They're going to come sit in the audience.
For sure. Always. Thank you for coming. Love you. This is awesome. It's a pleasure. We're going to work
This is
together
what we
for
do.
sure. We got to get you signing the wall, and we got to
Yeah.
get this together.
I was on an all-night flight from sunset till sunrise. Then the phone rang on my side. Heard you was out with some guy. I didn't even act surprised. Played it like everything was alright. I hope he gives you what you like and what you love and does it twice. Girl, why'd you have to lie? Then you look me straight in my eyes. Never thought you was the type. It never even crossed my mind.